Can I share a real world examples, like maybe from your own experience, and where a company transformed from global talent strategy and saw a real rush?
See, this is a very important question. Transformation in the life of a company happens when it is able to hire the right people. It is a misnomer to say that we have to hire the most talented person. No, there is nothing like the most talented. There is always a given role. So we should say that we are hiring the talented person for this role. So transformation in any company can happen and will happen only when we understand that there is nothing like most talented. We should not speak in the superlative degree. We have to have the context. We have to have the clarity of the objectives and goal, and we need to hire the person who can fulfill the objectives and goal. Only then will a company move to the next level in terms of performance, in terms of the productivity and outcome. And above all, a good company is one which is truly value driven, which understands that the real wisdom lies in rediscovering the best practices of the past and redefining it. Today, there is a need for modernization of the tradition, modernization of the way we did and looked at things in the past. We have to redefine and reinvent them and make it suitable in the present context.
That's great answer, sir. And in a future outlook, looking ahead, and what trends do you see shaping the future of global talent management in the next 5 to 10 years?
I see youngsters occupying much greater position. Uh, People often say that in my time this was not there. Today's things are like this. So this will change. This will change. Earlier, people gave more importance to age, but now knowledge will be replaced by skills, and skills are not something which come only with age and knowledge. It is the already redefining the corporate world. So I see tomorrow will be the time for the youngsters. Tomorrow will be the time when young people will be holding the most significant position, and they will certainly become role models even for the oldies, and they will understand that wisdom does not necessarily come with the gray hair or with the age. That's the good thing for the youth. So tomorrow belongs to the youth, and this has great significance in a context like India, where the population of a country still is very young, and the whole world is envious and jealous of our youth in India.
That's great. And the last two questions, that's it. If you had to give one best choice, when like one best advice to the peoples who are working as HR professors and the leaders, what it will be?
B2C, B2C, don't teach and preach. You set an example. We often say that you have to walk the talk, but in today's time, you have to run your talk. So you don't have to walk your talk, you have to run your talk. HR should not be sitting in her room or his room and dictate terms. He or she has to set examples for others. So B to C. You have to be one. If you want to see any change to happen, that change must begin with you.
And the last question is, so how do you looking background verifications in the between of global talent management and the Indian talent management?
There is always a conflict in the recent tariff rise. If you see the conflict that the world is facing today, especially the implication in terms of India, is palpable. I think conflict leads to creation, and this is the time for India to rise to the occasion, to prove that India has its originality. India has its 1 billion plus people behind. The talent of India is well recognized across the world. So this is the time for India to recalibrate and to rise to the occasion and prove perhaps what Vivekananda once said: let the world must be conquered by India, but this time we will be able to conquer intellectually. We will become once again the world guru in terms of technology, in terms of software, in terms of wisdom, in terms of mentoring, and in terms of giving directions.
Powerful words. And the background verification things, like nowadays it's happening a lot, right? So we can see a lot of people are cheating in things with the use of the AI and the technologies. So how?
We often misuse technology. So the answer I have for this is people have to be self-disciplined. People have to know things for themselves. They have to grow self-reliant, and we can do that only when we are able to overcome the initial hitch or fear of technology. So we should start involving ourselves more and more in handling technology. Only then will we be well acquainted with the new technology. The more we do, the more we will be able to do it. So action, action, action. I often say ACT, time to act. And ACT means action changes things. Action changes things. It's time for action. No more talk. Let us act and reset the agenda for the nation. India must emerge as a developed nation. Enough is enough. We have been a developing nation for a long, long time. It is high time India became one of the developed nations. Fortunately, we are already one of the 5 economies of the world. It is time we became one of the 3 best economies and powerful economies of the world.